everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Prachi Arora, an engineering student, and here I am doing community service for my community development project by teaching Python on YouTube. So, this is the lecture 13 of the Python bootcamp, and I have already uploaded the previous 12 lectures, so make sure to watch them. In the last lecture, I told you about all the methods of the string. We did around 27 methods of string. And in today's lecture, I will be telling you all about the tuples and methods of tuples. And if we have time left, I will go for sets also. So I hope you all understood the methods of string at least because they were very important. Um, String is a most common, you can say, sequence in the Python language, and you need to know how to manipulate a string so that you know how to make the program. Even if you do questions, you will need these methods very much. So let's revise them once again first before moving to the today's topic. Okay, I hope you all practiced these questions. I asked you to take an example string and apply all these methods on it. I hope you all did it. So let's revise this. First of all, we have string constructor to initialize a string, then len function to find the length of the string, and then we have capitalize that converts the first character to the uppercase, only the first character of the string to uppercase. Okay, then we had lower that changes the all letters of the string to lowercase, and then uppercase all letters to the uppercase. Okay, then we had swap case. It changed lowercase to uppercase and uppercase letters to lowercase letters. Okay, then we have title that capitalizes the first letter of every word, and count, it returns the occurrences of a substring. Like we have a substring and we have a string and we want to find how many times a particular letter occurs in that string, so we use count for that. We use count in list also, it's the same, it works the same. Okay, then we have index, it returns the position of first occurrence of the substring. When we pass a letter, like we have a string and we pass a letter, it gives us the index of the first occurrence of that letter in the string. And then we have find, the find is same as index, just when we give a substring that's not present in that string, index gives us an error but find gives us -1. That's the only difference between them. Then we had starts with, it returns true if if the string starts with the given or specified substring, and then ends with also the same, it returns true if the string ends with the specified substring. Then we had is upper that returns true if all the characters are in uppercase, and is lower that returns true if all the characters are in lowercase. Then we had title if the string is in title case. Is alpha returns true if characters in a string are all alphabets. Is digit returns true if all characters in a string are digits. Is space returns true if all the characters in a string are spaces. And then is elnum returns true if all the characters in a string are alphabets or numbers. Okay, then we had center that returns the string with the padding of specified character and by default space on both sides of the string. Okay, then we had strip that removes the string with, returns the string with both leading and trailing characters after removing that. Like if you have space in before and after the string, it removes the spaces from both sides. L strip removes the leading characters and R strip removes the trailing characters. Then we had replace. Replace is used to modify the string, it replaces all the occurrences of a substring with another substring. Its syntax is replace. First we give the string the substring that we need to replace, and then the substring comma, then the substring that is to be uh, placed in the place of first substring. Okay, then we have replace. It replaces all. Then we have join. It returns a concatenated string. It or it can adds the string along with the special character in between them, whichever we specify. Okay, it had syntax of specified character in double quotes dot join, and in the join the given list or the iterable. Okay, then we have that split. It breaks a string into the list of substring based on a specified delimiter. We specify a delimiter and it returns the string and splits the string wherever we get that specified delimiter. And partition is like split also, but it returns tuple with exactly three elements. Okay, so this was all about the methods of string. Do practice them. Okay, so I think we should start with today's topic now, right? So let's make a new file, lecture 13.py. And what we will be doing today, tuple. Okay, so we are covered the built-in data types, list and string for now. Now we are moving to tuple, and after it we will have sets and dictionaries left. Okay, then we will move to the oops, or first of all I will tell you about the functions and all those things. Okay, so as for tuple is very easy built-in data type. So first of all, let's define tuple. Tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Now, does this definition sound familiar to you? Right? It was the same definition of the list. Then why do we need a tuple when we have list? Because there are differences, of course. What are the differences? This tuple is unchangeable, that is immutable, and tuple immutable, and of course the items are ordered, and tuples are written with round brackets. This is how a tuple is written here. Okay, so let's try creating a tuple. First of all, we will take tup equals to, then this 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and then we print type tup, and let's print tuple the two. Tuple is tup. Okay, so let's run and see. You can see we are getting class tuple, and tuple is 1 2 3 4, right? And tuple also allows duplicate values. So what's the main difference between tuple and list? This: immutable. Tuples can't be changed. The elements in the tuple once defined can't be changed. Okay? And tuple items, the index again starts with 0. The first element has 0 index, and then 1 2 3 4, and of course the negative index is same also. And when we say that tuples are ordered, it means that the items have a defined order, and that order will not change. And for unchangeable means that we cannot change, add or remove the items after the tuple has been created. You can't even add or remove the items, okay? And as for tuples allow the duplicate values, you know that very well, okay? It won't change the type. Exactly like this, you can put in the string in there: study, learn, revise, like that, and still it will be tuple. Okay, and of course we can find the tuple length too using the len function, and we get print length of tuple is, and it should give us 3. See, length of tuple is 3. Okay, and we have also of course the tuple constructor too. If I take, we have tuple constructor. So what we can do is take a list, like L is the list, and we have here 1 2 3 4 and A B C P Q R. Okay, and then we take T equals to, then tuple constructor and round brackets, and inside the round brackets the name of the list. And here we print first of all tuple, and then print type the tuple name. So you will know that it converts to tuple. See, we are getting the tuple in the round braces now, and the class tuple as type. Okay, so this was the tuple constructor and len function. Then we have another important thing to know: how to create a tuple with only one item. I will show you what I'm talking about. You must be wondering what's difficult in that, right? Like if I take t equals to, like when we have to initialize a list with one element, we just go for like this. And then if we print type of list name and run this, it will give us class list. But if we do the same with a tuple, round braces, and here I have given 23. What should it give us? Type T. You must be thinking it gives us tuple. Let me run it and show you. See, it's giving class integer. This single element like this in tuple is treated as an integer. Okay, this is treated as an integer. So how do we make a tuple with single element? Is it not possible to make a tuple with single element? It is possible. How do we do that? We add a comma here. See, 23 comma, just a comma and single element. Okay, I will show you the length also. Length of tuple. Okay, let's run it and see. You can see now we are getting class tuple and length of the tuple 1. Alright. So to create a tuple with only one item, we always put a comma at the end of that element. Okay. So of course tuple items can have any data type also, like string, integer, boolean, float. Any data type can be given inside the tuple. No restrictions in that. And it can also contain different data types at once in a single tuple. Okay, this was tuples. Very simple, right? And of course, we have we can access the elements of a tuple using its index. So we take this tuple as an example and we will try to access the elements now. Okay, same accessing the elements and then slicing we will do. Okay, so I want to print the element car now. Okay, what do I do? Either I can give here also, remember we have to give square brackets. Okay, -1, and I run it, I get car. If I don't want to use negative indexing, then 1 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. I will go for 5 and run it again. I get car. Okay, then again we have slicing like this, or like 1 2 5. So we get 0 1, we will not getting 2 1 2 3 4 and 5. We will get 2 3 4 ABD. See, 2 3 4 ABD. But we can't change the elements. Like if you try to change the 3 to 5 and then print T, it will give you an error. Let me show you. See, It's giving us an error. Type error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay. So remember, tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable, just like list, but tuples are immutable. That is, we can't change the tuple items, can't add or remove the anything in tuple. Okay, and also the items are ordered here using the index, of course, that starts with 0 and negative indexing also. Then tuple also allows duplicate values, and it's always written in round braces. And also remember, the most important thing, when you have only a single one element in the tuple, you add a comma at the end of the element, so the Python compiler treats it as tuple and not an integer. Okay. All right, so let's go for methods of tuple now. Methods of tuple. First one, as usual, we have tuple constructor that we have completed. Then we have len function that we have done, len method. And third one we have is most of the operators that we have here are mathematical operators, mathematical methods. So wait a minute, I will show you all the methods with example. We have the same function, same method as count. Tuple doesn't really have many methods, you can say, very less methods. So I will show you all of them one by one. Count method, of course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 4, 5. Now I want to count number of ones we are getting, that is 3. So of course we will go for t dot count 1 and then print c, and we should get the output of 3. I hope you all know by now this tuple constructor, len method and count method, because we have been repeating them for last 2 lectures now. See, it's giving us 3. That's how count works. Then we have index that returns the position of first occurrence. Like if I want the index of 3, see t dot index 3, and it should give me 0, 1, 2, and we will print here C, it will give us 2. Okay, this is index, and if I give 1, what will the output be? We have 3 ones at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 0, 4, and 5. At index 0, 4, and 5 we have 1. So what will it give us? It will give us 0 because it takes first occurrence. Okay, and after index we have mathematical operators, you can say, call them, like we have max, and it returns, of course, the maximum value, and t dot max, and it will return us 5. Okay, okay. This is not how we do it. The right way to do is max and in brackets t. We will get 5 now. See, we are getting 5. Same way we have min that returns the minimum value here, min. And what is the minimum value we have? 1. It's giving us 1. Okay. Then we have sum. We will get sum of tuple. And what will be the sum? 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 16, 21. 21 should be the sum. Let's see. It's giving us 21. That's how sum works. And the last thing we have is sorted. We will go for sorted T. And the thing to remember is sort the tuple in ascending order by default and returns a list. Always remember this, always sorted method always returns a list. See, you can see it's in square brackets, it's a list. I can also print the type for you. Print type C. You will see that it's returning a list. See, class list and then the list. Okay. And if you want it to be in descending order, of course we go for reverse equals to true. Let's run it. You can see 5 4 4 3 2 1 1. Okay. So these are the methods for the tuple. Very easy, right? Tuples are very simple, so there is nothing much in them. Okay, so next up the topic that we are going to do here now is sets. Let's separate this first. Okay, and then we have sets. Okay, this is a slightly newer topic, not uh, very difficult, but it's important too. So sets are also similar to tuples and lists. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable. So, what makes it different from the lists and tuples? What makes it different? What makes it different is this is unordered. That's the first one for now. The set is unordered, or you can say unindexed, if that's a word, I don't know. In short, it doesn't have an index. The set doesn't have any index, so there is no way you can access the elements of a set using their index, but because it doesn't have an index, obviously. Okay, then it is also unchangeable, immutable. But the thing is, items are unchangeable, but items can be added and removed. Only the existing, you can't change it, the existing element, but you can add or remove the elements. And because the and it is represented by written using curly brackets, these ones. Okay, and the most important point in here is, the most important point in here is that it takes unique values only, means no duplicate values. Okay, no duplicate values. Let's try giving like we take set 1 equals to this. Let's take fruits: apple, cherry, orange, and we print this set 1 and print type set 1 and then run it. See, we are getting this. Now if I give here apple again, what happens? Does it give us error? No, it only returns the set with only three values. See, it's giving cherry, apple, orange. It's not even an order, you can see. I had written apple, cherry, orange. It's giving cherry, apple, orange because it is unordered and the index is not there. So we don't know in which order the items will get printed, right? And if I go for print length of set 1, what should be the length? 3 or 4? 3, of course, because it ignores the duplicate value. Hmm. So we can say that sets cannot have two items with same values. Okay. And remember, in sets, true equals to 1 and false equals to 0. Why am I telling you this? Here after cherry I give 1, 2, orange, and then after apple I give true. All right. So how what should be the length? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this skip 6. 6, and it should print apple, cherry, 1, 2, orange, and true, ignoring this apple only. But what's the output we are getting? This. See, it's giving the length as 5 and it's not even giving true because set treats true and 1 the same. So if true and 1 both are present in a set, it takes one of them as a duplicate value and returns only 1. Same goes for false and 0. If false and 0 both are present in the single set, they treat the set treats it as duplicate values and only one is displayed 0. Okay. And set can also has any data type as their item. Set items can be of any data type, whether string, integer, boolean, or float, anything. Okay. And mixed data types also. A set can contain all string, integers, and boolean at the same time. Then, of course, we have a set constructor. This set constructor. For example, now I take a list of marks of students 90, 45, 89, 67, 90, 45, and 56. Okay, now I take the set constructor L and print S. So it will remove these two numbers automatically from the list because they are duplicates and return a set. See, and it's not even in order, you can see. We wrote it as 90, 45, 89, and we are getting this. Okay, and we can't access any element in the string in the set. If I go for 3, I thinking I will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 67. I am wrong here. I will be getting error. Subtype error. Set object is not subscriptable. Okay, it means we can't access anything, whether by to do it by slicing, it will give us an error again, same error, type error. Okay, so how do we access the elements in set if we can't access using this? How do we access it? Using for loop to for x in s print x. Simple. Let's run it. You can see we are getting all these values, but they are not in order, of course. And also we can do is to check if a element exists in this set, we can go for print 90 in s. If it is present, it will give us true. So it's giving us true. But if I take a number like I take 12 in S, of course 12 is not in this set, so it will give us false. And if we give 12 not in S, it will give us true, of course, because not reverses it. It's giving us true. Once a set is created, you cannot change its items, but you can add new items in it. Okay, so I will show you the few of the set methods now, and in that I will show you how to add the items to the set. Methods of set. First, of course, set constructor. Second, length method. Then third we have is add. Adds element to the set. We take a set S equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, O, P, L. Okay, and then we go for S dot add, and I want to add P, Q, R, and then print S. So it will add the PQR into the set. See, here we have PQR, it's being added in the set. Then we have add sets. If we want to add sets only, we use update method to add items of another set into current set. And for that we use s s1 equals to 23, 45, 78, element x y z. Okay, and what we do is s dot update s1. So the items of s1 will be added to s. See, you can see now the items of s1 are being added to s. And for update to work on set, it doesn't have to be set always. Like I take this as a list. I take s1 as the list, and still it will be converted to s sub as a set. Okay. Then we have fifth, remove. To remove an item, of course. Like we take here s dot remove abc, and print S. It will remove ABC and print the rest of the set. Same goes for discard. And if the item doesn't exist, like go for PQR, it will raise an error, key error. Okay, and then we have discard. It also to remove an item. But the thing is, discard won't give an error when we input a substring that's input the item that's not present. Like this, it will not give us any error. It will just simply not remove anything, but it won't give us any error. That's discard. Okay, and you can also use pop here. Using pop method in the set, it removes a random item. Like I will show you. We give pop. Now there is no index, so it's not any guarantee that it will remove the last element or something because there is no index or order. So when we run it, I get this. It removed 1, the first element. That's its choice. I don't know if it works if I go with the index. That will not work. Here pop element doesn't take any argument, so it only removes the random element. Now again I run it, it removes 1. Okay. Then we have clear. Clear, of course, empties the set s dot clear, and then we run it. It will return us just this set. Then we have del keyword, and I will go for del s, and it will give us an error now. Name s is not defined because we deleted it. Okay. Then we have things called, you must have studied in it in maths relations and sets chapter, union. It returns a new set with all items on both sides from both sides. When I take s1 equals to 5, 4, 6, 7, and 2. We got P, Q, R, X, Y, Z, and A, B, C. Okay, and then we take S2 equals to S dot union S1 and print S2. So S2 will have the union of first two sets, and a union contains all elements from the both sides. So let's run it and see. You can see it's having all the elements from both of the sets, removing the duplicates. Okay, and I can also use union, can also use this operator, the straight line operator, that will go like S straight line S1, and run it, the same output. Okay, and we can join multiple sets here, like I take S3 here, and we have 23, 45, 67, and I go for S3 and then run it. All of them are added in it. Okay, we can also join the set and tuple like this. A tuple can also be added in this. If I give here tuple instead of set and then run it, okay, this operator, union operator, this operator only joins set. So if you want to join a tuple in it, you have to use update union S1 comma S3 and this close, and it will join these all. See, okay. Then next we have intersection. Returns a new set with items that are present in both sets, and it's represented by ampersand, this AND operator. Here, now I will go for S dot intersection, and it will return us 5, 4, 2, and ABC. See, 2, 4, ABC. And we have things called intersection update. It changes the original set instead of making the new one. Okay, I'll go for, yeah, s1 dot intersection update, and s will be containing these and all others will be removed. Okay, then we have an operate method called difference. It returns a new set that contains only items from first set that are not in second set. Exactly as its name suggests, we have difference of two sets. S1 S dot difference S1, and it will only give us the elements that are not present in S2 S1, that is 1 3 OPL. Okay, we get 1 3 4 OPL ABC. Sorry, we have to print or set to OPL 1 3. Okay, and same we have difference update. Same way as intersection update, it make changes in the original set. Then we have symmetric difference, keeps only the elements that are not present in both sets. Like we give here symmetric difference S1, and then we get this. The common elements get subtracted and the elements that are in only one of them gets printed. Okay, and it's represented by this exponential sign. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Yeah, we have some methods called disjoint and other that is subset is superset, but these are the main ones. So I hope you all understood the today's topic. We did two major topics today, that is sets and tuples. So remember to revise them, take screenshots, make notes, and practice these topics because you can get confused in tuple, set, and list because they are very similar. But remember the difference in them. List is mutable, can items can be changed, represented by square brackets, and is items are ordered and indexed and can has duplicate values. Meanwhile, tuples are represented by round brackets, are immutable but ordered and allow duplicate values. Meanwhile, set is represented by curly brackets, is unordered, unindexed, and immutable, and contains no duplicate values. And these are the top methods of set: 15 methods of set and 8 methods of tuple. So make sure you understand them well. If you have any doubt, make sure feel free to comment it. I will try to solve it. So that's it for today. Keep coding and keep practicing to get better at coding. That's it. Thank you.